Well, hello YouTube land. How you doing? I'm out for a walk in one of my favorite spots here in Kananaskis. It's called Forget-Me-Not Pond, and as you can see, it's a beautiful, beautiful lake. All right. So, I just like to get out here and walk to clear my mind as much as I can. It's the season of the fall colors. I'll be coming up to this area to do some plein air painting, which I look forward to. And yeah, I just wanted to, let's see here. There we go. Just wanted to essentially just walk and chat. Hopefully the wind isn't too bad. So, a little bit about me. I used to work as an engineer, and I loved my career, but unfortunately for me, I've run into a health issue, and I'm unable to do that anymore. And this health issue, long story short, my mind works against me most days, and I'm just trying to live mindfully. And because of that fact, I've spent a lot of time focusing on the creative side of things, because my kind of technical mind just doesn't work anymore. And it's not a matter of career burnout. I've looked into that. Certainly is a time right now where many people are experiencing burnout in their 30s and 40s, which is a sign of the time. I think that used to be more common for 40 to 50-year-olds, and now it's moving down to 30 to 40-year-olds. So this series of walking and chatting is about being mindful of the stresses that we have in our lives, getting out into nature, and essentially trying to get some perspective about what one is doing. And here I am out in nature alone, and it tends to help with my condition. And so that's that. So I just wanted to talk about the state of society right now. This channel is gonna have essentially a different sort of see, that's what happens. I can't keep my train of thought. Sorry about that. This channel is not gonna adopt all the cutscenes and cinematic footage all the time, and I want it to be a channel where people can come and watch and slow down and think about what's going on in life, and hopefully the community can share their thoughts and their experiences. So back to society. I think we are so groomed these days to try to pack in as much as we can into our days. And you know, Here's a nice spot to sit. See if I can set it up. There we go. There. You know, as I was saying, we're groomed, it seems, to try to get so much packed in our day because the typical person is working more and more to try to make ends meet. And understandably, they're tired and looking at what's really the reward for so much work. And it is true that nothing can replace hard work. Hard work is really the way that one can carve out a successful sort of path. In the best scenario is being hardworking and efficient, and regardless, it just feels, from my experiences with people that are around me, seems like there's just no more time left for getting out into nature. And I thought, well, at least maybe people can come visit this channel and get a little bit of nature on TV. And I ask that people are mindful and don't spend necessarily too much time on YouTube. It's great to watch some content, but it's even greater to get out and do the things that kind of can help with physical health and mental health and all that good stuff. So the plan for this this winter in this channel is to get out and do painting. I have set up another video. Might be my next video, where I found a beautiful spot to get out and do a large painting, and I plan on sitting and doing at least a half day painting a scene and trying to get a good capture of the colors and essentially time lapse it, and hopefully it'll turn out well. So that's the plan. I do intend to go to a few places and do a hike and paint as well. There's lots of places here in Alberta for that, and hopefully I get some relief from it, and if anybody is part of the channel, they can watch the journey. The reason the channel name is IMO 2.0 is because I've decided, or out of necessity, I'm unable to work in my career, and I'm having some challenges on all fronts, and I'm just trying to get well and inspire people to get more into the creative side of life, and get exposure to art and society more than on a level that's maybe more than superficial. And so that is why you see me out in nature often, just so that I can kind of try to clear things in my mind and get perspective about what's happening. Because when you're in the mix of what society is currently, it's hard to see exactly how you're being impacted. I invite people that are watching, as I said, to look at their day and kind of determine where you can get energy and where you can get focus. And the modern working person seems to have a challenge with work-life balance, and they also seem to have kind of a laissez-faire attitude, or it is what it is. And although that is pretty a good essentially a good strategy for getting through things, I don't think it's healthy to maintain that laissez-faire, like it is what it is, let's plow through it for very long. I've seen what kind of toll stress can have on a person, and I've seen burnout, and typically burnout is a place where what leads you there is the lack of ability to set boundaries in the workplace as to how much work you're doing or how long you're working. And that sets a continuous expectation. And if you're not recouping and recovering, then you start going into prolonged stress, and then prolonged stress turns into trauma. And then it takes a long time, because what seems to happen is the body starts shutting down, the mind and the body. And so IMO 2.0 is about embracing a new version of life. I've said before that I'm grateful for the career that I had, and at the same time, I can't get the stink off of corporate. And it's just a thing, like when you are outside of that type of lifestyle and you look back in, you get to see how you're maybe trading, let's say, money or income for personal well-being if you push yourself heavily. And there's an old saying, you got to pay the piper in that front. And I certainly am not going to be one of the people that retires and dies, or at least I'm going to be mindful of that. And so I spend a lot of time in places like this to just get some perspective and get some heal from this illness, and heal from a career that tends to take its toll. So here we are back again at Society and this channel, and again, the idea of this channel is to have a place where you can calm down, you can experience an entertainment that's not necessarily over the top. And I believe that that's what people are craving these days, is a simpler life, a more fulfilling life, and they're rejecting the fundamental system that they're in that makes it so that they have to pack their day so that they can get all the things done. And people are more aware that work-life balance is important. And so the other the direction that this channel I'd like it to go is I'd like to have a series of videos on different topics. So in one playlist there'll be more art related videos. On the other playlists it'll be more society based videos, maybe society and growth. And I'd like to actually although YouTube is saturated with reviews, I'd like to go and review some technology that I have, and on the art front, I'd like to get out, and those sorts of videos are going to take a lot of time because I need to set up a hiking backpack and all the materials that I need for painting. So those videos will take time, and I ask for your patience as I try to get those videos together and put something that showcases the beauty of nature and the journey of creativity. And then reviewing, I've always been into technology, and essentially I've amassed a lot of things, and I'd like to just maybe I will do some reviews and have that on a playlist of the things that I'm interested. I am a very avid photographer, and I'd like to revisit some of the older cameras that I have, and I'll get out and do photography when I get out and do hiking. So that's the plan, everybody. And along the way, I'll do commentary about what I'm experiencing here, and share the beauty that is Alberta. We're going to be having some very cold weather here, and so I've got to think about, I think, although it's going to be uncomfortable to paint in the cold, I think there's scenes that you can only capture in winter, and I personally like to paint things in front of me rather than via a photograph. And I've always sketched and illustrated and drawn that way. And so hopefully we'll be able to showcase that. And I guess the final subject I'd like to have a playlist on is kind of science. I've always been enamored with the sciences. It's led to a couple of careers in different things and pivoting. And on other videos I've talked about the metaverse, and I've been doing some research. Multiverse. I've been doing some research and trying to put a video together for that. And the mukbang. I really enjoy doing food testing, and I have a friend, trying out different foods. I have a friend that's an old friend that's excited to do mukbang as well. So I invite you all to have a lovely, lovely day. And start with being kind to yourself, and then be kind to others. And I think everything's going to be okay, YouTube land. Much love, and take good care. Feel free to pop some comments down below if you have any thoughts on what I was talking about. We're coming into the golden hour of sunlight, which is usually either dawn or dusk, and the sun is, a lot lower. It's still pretty bright, but this is the time to take photographs because you eliminate a lot of shadows on the face and on the landscape. Things get edge lit, and this camera doesn't really do a great job of it, but it doesn't have the dynamic range of a regular DSLR, let's say, but things are edge lit and they tend to look really pretty, and that's by virtue of the sun being closer to the horizon, and the shadows on the faces change and the shadows on things change. Spotted something shooting up bubbles from underneath the water, and as soon as I turned on my video camera, that stopped. And as you can see, the water is so clear in this area. I don't know if it's just gas or something that was underneath the water. So a lot of the lakes in the area, we have very clean water here, but they have this beautiful turquoise green tinge, and they're super clear, as you can see. Puts a smile on my face. If you enjoyed this content, please hit the subscribe button, and like if you liked, and we'll see you on the next one, everybody. Bye-bye. Texas Gate! Boop.